Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got game one of the National League Division Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shabby, Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the number one way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Greg Maddux.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Bunting for a hit. And he's saved at first.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Trey Turner now. Just missed. The pitch. And another ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Next pitch is downstairs.
3-0.
And a 4-pitch walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
And now for the Phillies, Jim Thome. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
The 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. Gonna count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs,
and down on strikes he goes, and that is a big first out. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Mike Schmidt. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's outside, and the count is 1-1. At the belt and fires. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1. Bounds it back with 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Ryan Howard. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Minnie Minoso stands in for the Phillies. Line drive, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Tag, and he's in there.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Chase Utley. Just missed. And now 2-0.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in game 1 of the NLDS. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is even 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Phil's get 3 on this long ball. It's now 3-0. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy and today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. And they inch closer. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Chipper Jones. Just missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-0. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, I don't think anyone was surprised to see Nola have success in the majors. He was a star in college, playing for LSU, becoming a finalist for the 2014 Golden Spikes Award as one of the top amateur baseball players in the country.
And that one is lifted in the air. Corrals it. 1 away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board. And that'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players can find themselves back in this ball game.
1 down, base is empty. That's down and in. And, of course, when it comes to Hank Aaron, he's one of the greatest sluggers of all time. 755 career homers, a record that stood for a long time. Next offering is down low.
Almost goes without saying that Mr. Aaron set the standard for power hitters in the sport for years. I mean, just an incredible 23-year career.
Castellanos moves on it. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Eddie Matthews. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Foul ball. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Goes down looking. So the Braves get one back on the solo, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Back at Truist Park, and now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with, now a great stop. Anderson throws, and they get the out. That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast was simple.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
JT Realmuto steps in. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. And that's outside.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Good eye right there. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Realmuto runs. And a foul ball. Now move to first. Realmuto back in there. Ashburn, multi-time All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game. He joined the team as a free agent. And the righty deals. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Goes to second for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's Turner now. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Right through there for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
2 outs. Just off the inside corner. And the count 1-2. Leaves it to Bender for the strikeout. Phillies strand 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now in for the Braves, David Justice. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And here it comes. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. For Matt, a pretty impressive resume. A first-round pick back in 2012. The Braves extended him 8 years, $168 million. Remember, they traded for him right at the end of the lockout in 2022, middle of March, so he didn't have a ton of time to get acclimated to his new team. Got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, going where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Number 9 stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Outside corner, there's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Falling behind 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Wouldn't chase that time. The line of the pitch. Fought off foul. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. 3-2. On the ground to third. Whips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And the Braves go down quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a big power threat. Jim Thome. Maddox back to work.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning is so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Nope.
Started to swing, held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. That one missed. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Mike Schmidt. And Mike Schmidt had the rare blend of elite defense and big-time power. An 8-time National League home run leader. Only Babe Ruth has more home run titles. There's a swing and a miss.
And you talk about Schmidt's defense. He was rock solid at the hot corner. Fielded his position with so much grace and confidence.
That's inside, and the count is 3-1. Schmidt's slugging may have taken attention away from his defense, but he's got 10 gold gloves, and that reminds us just how slick he was in the field, and he was my favorite player.
I thought I was your favorite player.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first, Ryan Howard stands in for the Phillies. And ball 1. That's a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
And another ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. You got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Towards first. Steps on the bag for 1 from his backside. And that's a great play for the out. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the center fielder, Marcell Ozuna. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. Yoan. Swung on, belted. That one is back. And it hits the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Ozzy Albies up to the plate. Check swing, no appeal. Ozuna leads off second with nobody out. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. And there's a ball. Man at second. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. That was blasted to the moon. It's 3-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. First pitch misses.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Not even close there. And now 2-0. Nola maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Two runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. And that's too high, ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Chipper Jones getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Nola throw to first. Acuna back easily. And a foul ball left side. Right-hander kicks, deals.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's down and in.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that's outside. It's 2-2. Righty to the plate. Acuna runs. That's it for a strike. Running third goes not in time. It's a stolen base. Hank Aaron next up for the Braves. Flied to right his first time.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Minoso sizes this one up. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Eddie Matthews next up for the Braves. His first at bat was a strikeout. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch, not close. And that's in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. High fly ball, right field. Castellanos in position. Brings it in. That is the inning. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. We're tied now with 3 apiece. And we're back. John Choppy with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, Minnie Minoso. The wind of the pitch. A little bit high, and it's 1-0.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that one fouled off. And that's down and away.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The wind of the pitch. In the dirt, ball 3. Kicks and deals. On the ground. And foul ball. This to center field. Ozuna makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Chase Utley. Struck out swinging his first time. And that is in for a strike. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That's in there. That's strike 1. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Phillies down in order. Still tied 3-3. Game 1 of the division series. Now the left fielder, David Justice. Here comes the pitch. That one ripped left field. That's back. And gone. And that gives them a lead. It's 4-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own, And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And here's the catcher. Grounded out his first time up. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. And that one sliced foul. Foul ball there. Man at first, one away. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here is Ozzie Albies up to him. He's already homered in this game.
You have to be careful throwing breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Right through there for a strike. Out towards left center. Minoso sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, ready now for the 5th inning. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but with great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ballgame.
The 0-2. Down swinging. And one out now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the lineup flips over. Richie Ashburn stands in for the Phillies. And that's in there for strike one. One down, Phillies down a run. Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's in.
It's a strikeout.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Here's Trey Turner. A strikeout and a walk. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And now the count is even. And that's too high. The Braves leading by a run. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss there.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Down quickly go the Phillies. Score holds at 4-3. Back at Truist Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the Braves DH, Ronald Acuna Jr. And a pitch. And a ground ball to first. Oh, and it hits the base. Into second easily with a leadoff double. And the batter now, Chipper Jones.
Out the plate, ball one.
1-0.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Man at second. That's to third. Schmitty over to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
The right fielder, number 34.
Now it's the power speed combo. Hank Aaron. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Fought off foul. One of the amazing things about Hank Aaron is the consistency he had over the course of his career. That misses, and 1-1.
In terms of that consistency, making an all-star game in 21 straight seasons is a pretty good indicator of what a steady player Hank was.
Acuna, the runner at second with one away. Hits on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's some real power at the plate. Eddie Matthews. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. That misses. 2-0.
2-0.
And another ball. David Justice would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2
aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
David Justice next up for the Braves. He's already homered here in this one. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Ball one, no strike.
First and second, 2 down. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs.
That's ball 3.
Matt Olson on deck for Atlanta. Three-0 down. And that's in for a strike. Back to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 2 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 3. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jim Thome. Maddox back to work. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Got a good eye there.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering is downstairs. Mike Schmidt waits on deck. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's the automatic. Strike 2.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And there's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. And there's a strike in the outside corner. Oh, 1 now. Right through there for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
The pitch. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
At the plate, Ryan Howard. Hard ground ball for a base knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
2 on, 1 out. Minnie Minoso stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And Minoso is set down. And there are 2 outs.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So first and second with 2 outs. And digging in for Philadelphia, Chase Utley. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And he hops over the wall for an automatic double. As a run scores on the play, and that ties the game.
Well, everyone is thinking it. Would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across.
New pitcher for the Braves, Vida Blue.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 36, Vida Blue.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Hits the corner. Going around.
0-1.
Tied at 4. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. And now the lefty And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 6, 7, 8 do in the bottom of the 6th. And we are tied 4-4. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And the pitch. Fastball for a strike. Olson, who gets a chance to play his home games in Truist Park. It's a pretty neutral ballpark. Going 2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Righty delivers. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. That one hooked foul. And that's off the inside edge. 1-2 to count. And a pitch. Hit, connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Jose stands in now and watches strike 1. That one finds the zone. 0-2. 2 outs. Outside low. Now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off that pitch.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Nothing across here this half. On to the 7th here in game 1. And we are tied 4-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Fastball for a strike. Blue, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. Tied at 4. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Ashburn now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Bases empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Pitch misses. 1-1. That one missed. 1 down, base is empty. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And found for the play.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
The 0-2 stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we are tied 4-4. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Bellotti. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman.
Who's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
The pitch. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
And there's the strike.
1-1.
That's inside.
That's inside.
Kicks and fires. And that one missing low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he's swinging a miss.
3-2.
And he walked him.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a clean strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Gregory Soto getting ready to go. Strom getting cranked up as well. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the bottom of the 7th. Good eye in that spot.
With base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here and look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And another ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2-1 now. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. That one is absolutely belted. Fires, but it's off his glove. Will holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Had himself a really nice game at the plate. Rather than ripping one into the gap, the ball turned over the wall. And there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Chipper Jones. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. High fly ball down the
and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the power, that kind of approach will hit for a high average as well.
Well, the pitcher will be the lefty Matt Strong.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Hank Aaron. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Just off the inside edge. And he deals. That one fouled off. At the belt and fires.
Nope, outside.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Here's a 2-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Now batting, third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Eddie Matthews digs in now.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Ball one there. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
The pitch. And 1-2. And another ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 gone.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, David Justice. 1 for 3. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's off the mark. Ball 1. The pitch. In the air to left center. Sizes this one up. He makes the grab. And that ends the inning. Atlanta gets 3 on the homer. It's now 7-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
Now pitching for the Braves,
Jim Thome stands in for the Phillies.
A.J.
The Phillies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And delivers outside.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The lefty, the 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next offering upstairs. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Craig Kimbrell getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Matzik, a left-hander, also throwing. And here it comes. Edge of the zone for a strike. 2-2 now. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And now for the Phillies, Mike Schmidt.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good rudder. That's impressive.
Albies over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the 8th.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
2 outs, base is empty. Ryan Howard stands in for the Phillies. That one pushed foul. Two outs. Gets the corner, and it's 0-2.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That one way outside. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Gregory Soto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And a pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Siggy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
3-2 now. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting,
Looked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's the center fielder, Marcell Ozuna. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Here comes a pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1.
Out.
Now to first, and it's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
So up next, Ozzie Albies.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Fights it off. He'll see another. And the pitch. To third. Schmidt. Fires over to first. And that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Braves 7 and the Phillies 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Craig Kimbrell.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
The pitch. In the air out to center. Ozuna should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ballgame.
He's 2 outs away. Chase Utley, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Left-hand hitter waits. Struck him out swinging. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Castellanos, the batter down as he swings and misses for strike 1. Strike right there.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The Phillies down to their final strike.
Nope.
That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That's outside. Now 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and
series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game one to set the tone.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The fun